The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Luke. John's father, Zechariah, was filled with the Holy Spirit and spoke this prophecy: "Blessed be the Lord, the God of Israel, for he has visited his people. He has come to their rescue, and he has raised up for us a power for salvation in the house of his servant David, even as he proclaimed by the mouth of his holy prophets from ancient times, that he would save us from our enemies and from the hands of all who hate us. Thus he shows mercy to our ancestors. Thus he remembers his holy covenant, the oath he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant us, free from fear, to be delivered from the hands of our enemies, to serve him in holiness and virtue in his presence all our days. And you, little child, you shall be called Prophet of the Most High, for you will go before the Lord to prepare the way for him, to give his people knowledge of salvation through the forgiveness of their sins. This by the tender mercy of our God, who from on high will bring the rising sun to visit us, to give light to those who live in darkness and the shadow of death, and to guide our feet into the way of peace." The Gospel of the Lord. My sisters and brothers, we are in need of God. God is not in need of us. King David is settled after so many conquests, peaceful in Jerusalem. He says to Prophet Nathan, "I live in a house of cedar, but the ark of God is in the tent." In the beginning, the prophet consented that he might build a temple, but then later he says, "I will build a temple for you. I will build a house for you. Think of your past, how I had been with you all along. You were an ordinary shepherd. I chose you, made you king, gave you victory. Now I am going to make your name great." God can be present with us, can journey with us in surprising ways. What is important for us is we acknowledge the greatness and power and might of God and submit ourselves to him. Coming to the Gospel, we have the famous Song of Thanksgiving by Zechariah, equivalent to the Magnificat of Mary. If Magnificat is prayed every day by priests and religious, and even by lay people in the evening, every day, today's Gospel passage is the morning prayer. What does Zechariah say? God is true to his word. He fulfills his promises. God does not cheat anyone. God has visited us. He is delivering us from sin and darkness. So what is our response? One sentence very beautifully: that we may serve him in holiness and virtue in his presence all our days. This is the purpose of our experiencing the hand of God, the power of God, the love of God, the mercy of God. We might serve him in holiness and virtue in his presence all our days. Very beautiful. And then he tells the little John, you should go before the Lord and prepare the way for him. Maybe we are all reminded early in the morning, we should be like John to prepare the way of the Lord. That is the message, I think, why this is placed early in the morning for us for morning prayer. My dear brothers and sisters, God is true to his word. God fulfills his promises. Let us be faithful to him prepare his ways, and serve him in holiness and virtue all our days. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.